Okay, engines fired up, we're set. Okay, we can take you this lap. We've only got 2 laps of fuel left. Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes time. Rain in 10 minutes. So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes. All clear the garage please, cars ready to leave. Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining. Understood. Stopping this lap. We're expecting some rain soon. Expect the first drops in the next few minutes. Everyone ready? Okay, let's go. drop to P11. So this rain could be with us for a while. Light rain conditions for the foreseeable future. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap. Conditions look stable at the moment, no rain currently expected. Copy that. Okay, incredible parking there, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get a good launch as the race starts. Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights. Virtual safety car, virtual safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta. Okay, I've got a brand new race strategy on your MFD if you want to go and check it out. Copy. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace. Okay, VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags. Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Let's go, come on. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Okay, the safety car is out. Safety car is out. We need to form up at reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive. Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace. Right, let's pick up the pace a touch, please. We need to close to within 10 car lengths of the car ahead. Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, clear. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled. Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 3.4 seconds. So your ERS is running a bit low. Look into changing your ERS mode in the MFD for a more conservative burn rate, or you might want to try some lifting or gentle braking to recharge. battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. Gap to your teammate ahead, 13.1 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in second. And the time last lap, 1:44.3. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 5.7 seconds. Okay, we've lost a position, that's us down a place. Green flag. Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 16.2 seconds. Okay, be careful. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip any time now. Approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. gap to your teammate ahead, 19.6 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in second. Time last lap, 1 minute 45.8. The car in front is a second a lap faster, 1 second. Wow, that was a heck of an impact. Let me know you're okay.
Don't normally talk on these, but I'm going to do some commentary before Right then, I went out a couple of laps ago. Safety car is in this lap. Wavy is going to lead us off to the line. We're going to go straight down to turn number 1 at over 200 miles an hour. Owen is chasing him far behind, followed by the McLaren of Flair, followed by the Williams of COD, followed by the Red Bull of Jam, followed by Moot, followed by the two Hasses of Vettel and Nicholas and Infinity. Wavy gets a good start, keeps Owen behind. McLaren all shaky behind, as he is on the mediums, and the front two runners are on hard compound. He looks for a move just to show Owen that he's in his blind spots, and with that little blind spot, I think Owen has made a mistake out of turn number 3 into 4, as Flair is extremely close to him. Owen just probably tyre saving, as the mediums will be the fastest off the restart. All fired up, ready. Give these guys in the hard 2 laps and they will be up there. But look at the commitment, look at the position going through the castle section. And is that a glitch? I don't know. It says a safety car. I don't think there is a safety car, as we're going to get the track map up on full. No, there isn't a safety car. As you can see there, the pit stops have been followed, and we're gonna keep the tyre interval up. As you can see, majority of these guys, apart from Owen, and Moots, have been on these tyres since the safety car began. Well, safety car came out due to my error. And there you go, Flair's going to make a move on the outside. As you don't normally see, a DRS is enabled in lap 16. We've got 10 laps to go till the end of the race. And Flair just making his time. As you can probably see, the mediums are fired up, and Owen is on a 6-lap deficit on them hards. But Flair's going to look for the move for the lead of the race on Wavy in the Aston Martin. As we go down to turn number 3, he's going to go defensive, squeezes Flair in. Flair tries to stay there, but Wavy cuts him off, as he does not have the right to be there. Flair looks for a switchback as we go into the killer corners. I do like these corners. You can lose and gain a lot of time, as Flair is still with him as we go into the castle section. Big lock up from Wavy there as we go into the castle section. Flair is sticking with him. As you can see, the Williams, a little bit of scrape as the Jam and Owen hit the wall in coming out of the castle section. Got very close behind this, as we got the Alpine, the Red Bull and the Haas, which is unfortunately disconnected from this race. Extremely close, as the Red Bull is looking for a move on the Alpine. But further up, we got DRS now. Wavy has made distance from his rival. Oh, as Flair hits the wall pretty hard, pretty solid. He hasn't got any front wing damage, surprisingly and luckily. And I think the one thing I'm going to add is these guys' telemetry. As Owen looks for a move, it's going to be nearly 4 wide. I do not know how these guys just came out of that alive. As you can see, as the Williams is pushed at the wall. Oh, I don't know if is that front wing damage. He's got a little bit on his right hand side. His wing is bending, so Jam is going to get past him pretty simply. Oh, yeah, he's going to struggle on that front wing. That could be a box this lap situation. But I think Flair has some significant tyre damage, as you can see, 1.5 seconds to our leader, Wavy. And he is chill as a cucumber. Chill as a cucumber. But this is Azerbaijan. Anything can happen. A break-in the position on the throttle. Oh, his flare is drifting through the crystal section there. Drifting, keeping them tyres alive, making sure as we have Adrian Nicholas back in, and there's a massive snap from the McLaren there. I think his tyres are done. I don't know what he's done, but we have got realistic tyre wear in this league. So one big snap of oversteer is going to send you straight with a massive amount of tyre wear. But the grid is very evenly split. Wavy leading with a nearly 3-second lead, as Owen and Jam are both going to be passing him straight away. That tyre wear must be coming in mega. But the Williams is still struggling as Moots is in. I do not know what happened there. Don't know if there was some kind of... Is there a front wing change, or is it just a routine stop? Looks like a routine stop for the soft compound tyres. That's a bit of a rough one. Softs are pretty diabolical on F125. But also, the McLaren, he's still sticking with this pack with Owen and Jam. But we didn't see... I don't know where Jam passed Owen. Just keeping it nice and consistent, the Red Bull. A little bit of a slide, but he is on controller. So that plays a big part. Heavily braking though. Very big braking into that corner. He's using the ERS. See if he can pick off the Wavy lead. Oh, Wavy has hit the wall. Oh, Owen with a big snap, a very big snap. He has been on these tyres a little bit longer than the majority of the grid, and it looks like that it's being a struggle. I do not know if these guys are going to pit again. The strategy board said a 2-stop strategy for the mediums, the hards and the softs, and if you had a lucky medium, you will be boxing probably not at all again, because these guys have done 2 stops as I showed you earlier, as Flair passes Owen for the last spot on the podium, as Jam is all over the lag at the moment. But oh, it's going to be a scrape on the wall that is going to be massive towards tyre wear, as some scrapes can sometimes give you 5% on your tyre deficit. A little bit of car control coming in, and no one's really that close. But speaking of the devil, Vettel fan USA is extremely close at the back of... Oh, we've got retirement and another safety car, as Moats one lap on them soft tyres, could not cut it, and he's into the wall, probably gone extremely deep into turn number 1. It happens, everybody locks up, and we just gotta keep moving. And this is the ball, this is the game. Do you box for fresh soft compound tyres? Do you box for lap 1 tyres? If you guys didn't see the stream earlier, there was a safety car literally lap number 1, so everybody that were on that tyre can go back, will be warm, but won't have significant deg on it. But many of these guys did not box when that happened. Many of these guys stayed out. But it's a question now. This is a call of strategy. No one has to be a hero going into the pit lane. No one has to be a hero. Wavy's in. Jam is in. It's in. Owen's in. Card is in. Infinity is in. Oh, it's a big contact to the wall for Vettel fan. He is super lucky not to his wing. Wavy's on mediums, Jam on softs, and the rest of the grid looks to be on the mediums. Penalty for speeding, I think. Hard, okay. So some people have boxed a lot more times than others, and this is showing. The pressure gets to you, even if it's not a serious race. This pressure gets to you. But I personally think that we might see Jam fall backwards, as the mediums aren't going to be fired up straight away. They're not going to be the quickest tyre on the grid, but in the long run, depending on how good your tyre wear saving is, or your tyre saving I should say, will all come down to how much you're willing to push and not make your tyres scream out for help. It all comes down to that. Everybody you see in the top 4 are extremely close in the standings. I should reiterate, everybody that you basically see in the top 5 are close together. Extremely close. And some people make one mistake and they overdo their tyres into a safety car. The good thing with Baku, you can warm them up with the long straights. You can overwarm them. Then it can give you a chance to cool it down during this section. Just ease it through. I'm very frustrated at the fact that I went out. I'm so frustrated. Oh, extremely close to flare on the ball there. I've been practicing all week. But that wall is known for clipping you and taking you out straight away. But that's life. We have to accept it. Next week is Monaco. So I'm going to take it on the chin and I'm just going to practice the hell out of Monaco. I'll tell you one thing, these boys are really pushing themselves a bit too much out of that final corner. But it's green flag. Wavy will decide when we go racing. You want to do it as late as possible, but not too late. That's lag. Wavy can go whenever he wants to. 8 people on the field. We've got 5 laps of racing after this. And Wavy's gone. Wavy is down. Jam has been caught by surprise a little bit, but has managed to get the reaction time that he's needed. It's going to be Wavy, the Red Bull, the Aston Martin from the Red Bull, the V Cash Out Racing Bulls, the McLaren, the Red Bull, the Williams, the Haas, and the Haas behind him. There is a move on the Williams from the Red Bull. Tyres definitely fired up. a lot better. And there's a spin. There's a spin for the Haas. There's a spin. Wavy keeps his lead. Jam chasing right behind him. But we shall see in lap 25 if these soft tyres can really keep the distance as there's contact to the wall for the McLaren. He hasn't lost too much time. But Jam just sticking with him, as the soft is going to be one of the quickest tyres going forward, as you can see Red Bull and Williams battling it out extremely close, giving each other the respect they need, and this is what I call racing. As you can see, Jam a lot quicker than Wavy going through them, that double left-hander. But as I say again, as Jam sets the fastest middle sector of the race. But as I said before, just because the mediums aren't quick now doesn't mean they're going to be quick at the end of the race. Wavy using his battery strategy to an absolute perfect, and you can probably tell that Owen has probably used his, and there's a dive bomb. I don't know how he's kept that out of the wall, but Owen takes the lead of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. I do not know how he didn't DNF. Got no damage, he's kept it out of the wall. Wavy's going to be looking for a move on Owen into this corner, as Flair is mega close to him. I don't know how it wasn't contact between the pair of them. Wavy just biding his time. If Owen wins this, we have a third separate winner of this series, as Flair is all over the place. But this is not good for Wavy. He does not want full air in front of him. He needs to get past him ASAP. He's got a quick drive of Jam behind him, and he does not want any of that attack. But comparing the ERS between the pair, Flair is really using that ERS to keep in the DRS of Owen. Owen is using the DRS on the straight. He's not in the slipstream, so he's got to buy the time. Wavy hasn't used any of his ERS during them corners to catch up. And it's going to be a simple move down the inside at turn number 1, and he's got the move stuck into turn number 1, and now he can chase down Owen, as we've got 2 laps of racing left. As you can have DRS going down into turn number 3, so as Flair. Do not underestimate these 3 drivers in the top 3. These 3 drivers are the apart from Owen to yet to win a Grand Prix this season. And there's contact to the wall. Jam, I think tyres are going off. I did mention that in the safety car. Wavy, a little correction, going through the left and right hander. Jam looks to be warming his tyres a little bit, and Owen just keeping this cool. As Wavy is gaining. But you see, Owen has not had to use any of his ERS. Wavy had to get past Flair. But it looks like Owen had a bad final sector, a bad opening to the final sector, as Wavy's going to be all over the back of him, going to the penultimate lap of this Grand Prix, and he can't make a move yet. just biding the time. Owen had to use a bit more of his DRS than he'd like to, just to keep Wavy behind there. But there is another DRS sector. Oh, there is contact to the wall. It looks like GLR. GLR in the wall with no damage, it looks like, and Wavy has to sit behind this race, but there's big contact. Unless that was lag, that was a massive contact in the wall there, as they're all Tokyo drifting around the racetrack. Still contact to the wall for Owen. But look at the ERS saving. Wavy's not using anything as he gets a big snap. Uses a bit. Owen's using a bit more. It depends how good of these double left-handers you can get. There is a yellow flag as Vettel has hit the wall in the castle section. Owen hasn't had a good second left-hander, first left-hander. Wavy has had a brilliant double left-hander there. As we are down the straight for the final lap of this Azerbaijan Grand Prix, Owen just needs to use everything in his handbook to keep Wavy behind. But don't forget about full air. Full air is just biding his time. If these guys fight into the bottom lap of this Grand Prix, as the Williams gets past the Red Bull, Wavy can't make the position there. He is so close, tucked to the back of Owen, as Fuller is trying to make this work. I reckon he's got some significant tyre wear as he is sliding. That's better, a lot better. Big lockup, very big lockup there. In the castle section. Oh, Fuller really hit the barrier there, and again. Wavy kept it a lot cleaner than Owen there. If Owen wins this, he'll be our third different winner this season. Wavy a lot cleaner. Going over that bump in qualifying's better, but in the race it is not the best thing when you've got worn out tyres. This is going to be it. A drag race to the line. ERS consumption, Wavy has more. Wavy's deploying now, Owen's deploying now. It just comes down to the DRS. What has Owen got up his sleeve? There's going to be contact. Wavy's going to look on the right. Owen. It's going to be defend, but it's going to be Wavy who takes the checker flag in first place. 1/10 between the pair. Wavy wins 3 Grand Prix in a row in Season 2. That was a magnificent race for the bear. I don't do these often, I don't plan to do these often, but I don't mind doing a bit of commentary. Wavy wins his 3rd Grand Prix in a row. I hope you guys enjoyed.